part of the solution. So, and my aunt was telling me about taxes, and he knows a company that I usually offer a tax class every year. So I'm like, give me the number, and I give the number. I call. They say, yep, there's a tax class going on that'll be going on in the next month. So I signed up. I took the course. Then I was one of the best students. Yeah.
Okay. So Miss Schnoldine took the tax school course, and then she was one of the best graduating student in the class, and you got this opportunity.
Yeah, so they offered me a job. They said, yeah, we'd love for you to work at the place. I'm like, sure, that's my dream. And that was, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be working at an office. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking pretty, working at an office. So I accepted the job, and I started working there, and I worked there for almost 10 years, 10 years, yeah.
Wow. So did you guys hear that story? She had no idea of what taxes was about. And then she bumped into this course, which is the exact same kind of course that we offer at Doba Academy, where we train people to become professional tax preparers and professional bookkeepers. This, if you can see my desk, I have all the textbooks right here. You literally you got textbooks like this here when you had your school. We have the textbooks. Did you have to manually prepare the return? Yeah. So were you confused while you were taking the class? So let's be real.
Very confused. Again, they were talking about W-2. I'm like, wait, what is that? Remember, that was the first year I started working. W-3, W-7, W-4. I'm like, how many W's there is? Oh, wow.
So many W's to count.
Schedule A, Schedule B, Schedule A for people who itemize, Schedule B with interest, Schedule C, people sole proprietorship, Schedule D, capital gain, Schedule E, rentals, Schedule F. I'm like, how many schedules? So many. I'm like, will I ever get it? But listen, once you love it, you put yourself into it, it's gonna be fun. Trust me, if I can do it. And I was the only one, the youngest one. I was afraid to ask questions.
Like this, I say all you need to do is that willingness to help others, because that was the beginning of your story. You wanted to help the helpless ones, and that was what propelled you.
Bad. The person doesn't know anything. Give a prepare. Not only you take 1,000, 2,000 out of their refund. Now they're in trouble. They are paying all that money with interest and penalty. I felt bad.
Oh yeah,
it's sad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking advantage of the foreigners. And
graduate course, right?
Correct. Yes.
You were just in high school graduate. You didn't go to college yet.
No.
Then you took this tax course, and then you became a tax preparer, and you were working for this firm, and you grew so well, right? Because that's where I met you. She is right there. She knows what she's talking about. And then you grew in the job. So at what point, because I know you are also an enrolled agent, so at what point did you become an enrolled agent?
I think after about 3 years of working for the firm, I was doing all the work basically, but I couldn't call, or I was limited.
So grad, took this course, started working with this firm. 3 years into working, you have already gained the experiences, you understand all the W's, understand all the schedules, understand all the Schedule A, Schedule B, Schedule C, Schedule E, and then you took the lead because she wanted more. You wanted more, right? You had more drive. You're like, I'm limited. I can't even call the IRS for these people when they come back with me to say they have a letter from the IRS. Then you took the leap and did the enrolled agent exam.
A few years without going. I didn't go right after high school. I graduated. I started going to college. Okay, so I took the tax class 2013. 2017, that's when I started going to college.
So
about 4 years later.
I'm actually trying to bring up a point here. You can have a career without the college initially, right?
Yes.
Because look at you, that was exactly what happened to you.
Yeah.
You finished fresh from high school, then you worked at a bakery. So I don't care whatever job anyone is doing right now. It's just a matter of the beginning, right? That was just a stepping stone, but then she found what she wanted to do. She went right into it, took the class just like the one we provide here at Doba Academy. She finished the class, and then she got the privilege of working because she was one of the best, again, to say whatever your end find to do. do it with all your heart.
Exactly.
Do it as though that is the last shot you would have in life, because that was what availed her the opportunity to be asked to come work for that company. And then she started working. 3 years into working with them, she batched the enrolled agent exam. She wrote that exam. So we already talked about just being high school grad, took the class, and then became an enrolled agent. And then from there, you got your bachelor's degree, worked with LegalZoom for 1 year. You were hungry for more, knew there was more you could do. And since you've had your own business, how many years ago have you had your business now?
About 3 years now.
About 3 years, she's then been her own boss, employing other people. So what would you tell people out there? What advice would you tell people who are who don't know what to do, or they are in between jobs and life has been happening? What would you say?
It's just don't give up and be consistent and get knowledge. You never know. I never knew I would have had my own tax firm today. But again, I wanted to learn more. I was hungry. I wanted more. So I took the tax course, and here I am. It led to a career for me. But it's not like, oh, I wanted from birth, I wanted to be an accountant. Like I said, I just loved math, and I knew I wanted just to be a math teacher. That's what I knew at that time. But again, you don't have to love math. You don't have to be good at math just to be, to do taxes or to be an accountant.
All right. So again, I hope you've